So, The Sims, yes, last time, what did we do? We interviewed a vampire. We became friends with a vampire. We briefly fantasised about snogging said vampire and then decided since she's married, that's probably not a good thing. But then again, her husband does fancy us, so who knows? Maybe we'll end up in some sort of strange three-way... You know what? Let's not... I'm not even going to go there. Yeah, so all of that happened. Something else happened as well, but I can't remember what that was, so I'm sure it wasn't important. But for some reason, we've got all these, like, cat toys and stuff lying around, so maybe we should adopt a cat or something. Oh, poor D'Artagnan. Poor D'Artagnan who got taken off us because we didn't cuddle him enough. And what's really sad is because I kind of broke the game. Yeah, I slightly broke the game and had to reset everything and move her out and then move her back in. She's lost the moodlet. She had a negative moodlet from losing D'Artagnan that she felt really guilty for having neglected him. And now she's lost that moodlet because I've reset everything. So she's literally like forgotten he ever existed. She's just completely forgotten he existed. She's wandering around going, why the hell have I got all these cat toys lying around? I never had a cat, did I? It's like he's just been sucked out of time. He's been taken by a weeping angel or something like that. It's awful. It's really, really sad. Anyway, I've just jumped into this completely spontaneously. And I have no plan for what is going to happen in this part. We did write an article about Vampire Lady, didn't we? And nobody read it, and it was apparently very boring, which is sad. Yeah, I don't know what we want to do, to be honest. She's probably going to get a promotion for this part because she's quite close, and she's actually, oh my god, she's got like a very happy face on stories and reviews. She's still not great at writing. I mean, you know, she's got a smiley face. So she's not great, but she's all right. But she has written a lot of stuff. Is that a thing? Like, if you're not that good at writing, can you make up for it in just sheer amount of writing that you do? Is that a thing in the world of journalism? Where it's like, oh, your articles aren't very good, but at least you've written lots of them. I don't know. Maybe that's a thing. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna see what she wants. She wants to become charismatic, apparently. Which is interesting. What are we? We're Sunday night. Everything's fine. Her fun's a little bit down. We can make her play video games. We should play on her PlayStation. Because she hasn't played on her PlayStation at all, has she? Oh my god, we've got such a limited amount of games. Like, seriously, skate, racing, or sports. What the hell? Come on, give me some decent games to play. In The Sims 2, you could play The Sims. That was a thing. I remember. You could play SimCity, couldn't you? I can't remember what else you could play. But you could play SimCity and it was actually SimCity when you zoomed in. They were actually playing SimCity. See, that makes sense for them to be able to play The Sims in The Sims, kind of. I mean, that sort of makes sense. a little bit. And of course now we don't have a cute kitten to watch while we're just sort of sitting here watching Magpie doing boring stuff. Underneath her sexy lady pictures. Yes, I should probably get the flat decked out in all of my stuff, shouldn't I? That should be a thing. I think that's been the goal for like the past 3 parts and it just hasn't happened yet because I keep forgetting how expensive things are. What's that? She wants to become a supernatural. I mean, I feel like that's a little bit ambitious just for the moment, and she wants to befriend a supernatural. You've already befriended one. You've got a vampire friend. You've got a vampire friend. Look at her, isn't she wonderful? Her husband fancies me, doesn't he? It might be quite easy to become friends with him. We're best friends with Cyclone. Oh, he's our bestest buddy. He's our bestest buddy. Are we absolutely certain that Cyclone isn't a vampire? Because, you know, he's got that look about him, hasn't he? Okay, we're going to get rid of these two because I'm not a charismatic person. I mean, in many ways, I want to become a charismatic person, but I'm not, so, you know. We're going with the role play. Maybe later we'll make her a charismatic person. I don't know whether to... It would be a bit of a sort of deviation from the plan if I made her turn into a vampire or something, isn't it? I mean, it's quite a long and involved process, isn't it? Or can the vampires just turn you into a vampire? I don't know. I've never really explored it. I'd like to do like a whole series where we just try and make her become vampires and werewolves and things. She wants to earn a new title by increasing nerd influence. You can do that, love. You can do that, my darling. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. She might befriend another supernatural, because now she's got a shoe-in with the supernaturals, with good old Anne-Marie over here, who we may or may not snog at some point in the future. But probably not. Oh, D'Artagnan's still on her relationships. Oh, she hasn't forgotten him. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, I wonder if he's gonna be there forever. Oh my god, I wonder if the relationship meter is gonna drop from not interacting with him, and then he's gonna just become like a distant friend, and then he's just gonna become nothing. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, D'Artagnan. Oh, D'Artagnan, you're gonna forget about me. You're gonna forget about me, D'Artagnan. He probably is as well, isn't he? Because that's the thing cats do. The truth that cats, like if cats have kittens and then those kittens grow up and like, you know, move away. Yes, when they pack up and go to university. You know what I mean? They're no longer with their mother cat, right? And then that cat encounters them again as an adult. She won't recognise them. Is that a thing? I think my mum told me that, so you know it's maybe don't you know take her word for it entirely, but I'm sure that's a thing. Maybe that if cat has kittens and raises those kittens, but then those kittens go off into the world and become adult kittens, and mummy cat encounters them, she won't recognise them. Which is kind of sad, but somehow sort of, you know, that's nature, innit? Nature's a cruel beast. You just go to bed, Magpie. I don't know what she's complaining about. She's complaining about being tired. Yeah, oh, well, I've just told you to go to bed. Bloody hell, woman. Flipping Nora. I've just worked a 9.5-hour shift. I'm bloody tired too. You with your cushy journalism job and your 2 days off in a row. Bloody hell, woman. Yeah, you just go to bed. And then get up and go to work. Oh, wow, isn't life boring when you don't have a kitten? We're all nice and snowy, though. We're all nice and... How far in are we into winter? Not very far. We're 9 days until spring. We've got all of winter to enjoy. I like winter. Winter's exciting. We haven't done anything with the snow. We haven't built a snowman or anything. Oh, my God. That's the thing we should totally do. I love how pretty Sunset Valley is. Oh, it's so pretty. I can't believe that... Like, all of the neighbourhoods that followed Sunset Valley, for the most part, they were so grim. Like, with some of them, it made sense. Because Bridgeport's, you know, meant to be like a grimy city. I think it was... I'm going to say I think it was based on New York, Bridgeport. Because then Starlight Shores, is that what it was called? Was based on Los Angeles. But that wasn't actually a city, was it? Bridgeport was the only city neighbourhood that we actually have. Starlight Shores was just like a town. What else was there? Twinbrook was quite... Yeah, I quite like Twinbrook, but, you know, it is, again, just a bit grim and a bit dark and a bit dreary. The oh, my God, the car's coming for you in an hour and you're not even out of bed. Woman, get up. Arouse yourself. Arouse yourself? Yes, that's totally what I meant to say and doesn't sound weird or creepy at all. Jump in the shower, and if you're really, really lucky, you might have time to cram some cereal down your neck. You want to go ice skating on a pond. I've never been ice skating. At all. I've never been ice skating. That's not a thing I have ever done. And she wants to put up some... she wants to put up some lights, which we did do last time, but then we moved out and moved back in. Yes. Then we moved out and then moved back in again. So, yes, you can put some nice festive lights up. What lights should we put up? I think we put up just normal, boring white ones last time, didn't we? But now we've got actual icicles. So maybe we should just put up, like, multicoloured ones. There we go. They will look exciting and nice. And you want to go ice skating on a pond? That's probably not going to happen, but I'll give you hope. I'll let you believe that it might happen. It's probably not going to, but you know. You can dream, Magpie. You can dream. Okay, she's going to have time to eat some cereal? No, she's got a minute. She's got a minute and the car's here. Yeah, you can eat at work. It's fine. I'm sure they'll feed you. It'll be absolutely dandy. And oh, she changed into her cool outdoor wear to get into the car. And then she's going to get to work and change back into her workwear. What does she want to do? How's her writing skill looking? Kind of terrible. But then, oh, I want her to be pally with her mates as well. Because I think these were all good friends, and now they've gone down to just friend. Cyclone's still her busy. Yeah, you know what? Chat with your co-workers for today. Just to get those... Oh my God, now she wants to kiss Fiona. Jesus Christ, Magpie! Are you hormonal or something? Are you going through? Is it that time of the month where you just start getting a little bit frisky? Is that's what's going on here? Because she just wants to snog everyone. Except the people she fancies. Like, she fancies Connor and she doesn't want to snog him. She fancies Leighton and she doesn't want to snog him. She fancies Anne-Marie's bloody husband, but he's not the one she wants to snog. She wants to snog Anne-Marie. Like, what the hell, Magpie? What is even going on with you? Make Claire Ursine your friend to earn a raise in job performance. Why? The editor wants you to interview Claire Ursine. She's one of the criminals, man. For an upcoming front page story the paper wants to run. Yeah, are we trying to break open the crime ring or something? You need to make Claire Ursine your friend so that you get all the information. A successful interview will earn you a raise, a job performance increase, and maybe even a new friend. I don't want to be friends with Claire. I don't like her. She's one of my least favourite Sims in the neighbourhood. She's a criminal. Oh, this could be our goal for this part, though. Make Claire our friend. I mean, it's better than friggin' well snogging Fiona. Oh my god. You just want to snog everyone. I mean, look at her. She's old enough to be your mother. What is wrong with you? Yeah, okay. We'll try and make Claire our friend then. Oh, did the photography opportunity complete itself? Because I noticed it had disappeared from here after I moved her out and moved her back in again. But then it was still on here, but I didn't get a pop-up for it. So I think... Oh my god, did I end up cancelling that bloody... that bloody opportunity after I spent so long? I finally done it, and it was like... It just ended up cancelling. Bloody D'Artagnan, man. Ruins everything. Right, ooh, we've got exciting things. Have we been promoted? We have been promoted. What am I? Magpie's impressive performance has earned her a promotion to professional blogger. I've gone from freelance writer to professional blogger. Okay, now I don't mean to sound rude. I think that was my text notification just going off. I don't mean to sound rude, but isn't blogging kind of a thing that journalists do when they're out of work? Like when they're looking for a job and they've got nothing else going on, they usually like have a blog, right? Is that not a thing? Because I went from freelance writer to blogger. I feel like I've gone down in the in the career ladder here. But alright, okay, I got a bonus of 800 simoleons, so that's something. Having said that, I do know that companies have like dedicated like social media people. Who, you know, just do all of their social media stuff. So maybe that's what I am. Maybe I'm a social media person, which is terrifying considering in the real world I've never even had a Facebook account. I did used to be on Twitter. I used to be on Twitter and then I came off it when I started to lose the will to live. And now I'm on Reddit and that's about it. Unless you count YouTube, which to be honest I don't. So, you know, fan fiction. I'm on fan fiction as well. Does that count as being part of the socials? I mean, it's worth noting that I've like hardly ever post anything on Reddit. I mean, I hardly ever even comment on anything anymore. I'm a lurker. Yes, I'm not a social media person, but apparently I've become a professional social media person. So what do I want? I want to kiss Fiona. Oh my god. I want to go to France, as you do, and I want to invite Fiona over. Oh my god. I'm really going for Fiona, aren't I? And I want to buy something worth at least 100 simoleons. I also want to eat at a restaurant. Oh my god, I want lots of things. Okay, so... I'm not going after Fiona. That's not a thing that's happening. Is it? I don't want to go after Fiona. I know what? Fiona is not a sim I've ever had any interest in. Like, she's never become part of any of my Sims' lives in any way, so I know nothing about her. I don't know any of her traits or anything. I could invite her over and try and find out some of her traits and stuff. Not with a view of having some kind of weird fling with her or anything like that. That's my text going off again. Excuse me, I'm in the middle of a text conversation with my cousin. We're discussing lockdown and the prospect of, you know, keeping our jobs and stuff. I mean, you know, I'm definitely keeping my job, but... That's kind of what we're discussing. I'll be with you in a minute. Right, I'm back. I'm a professional, I promise. I don't stop in the middle of videos to text people. That's not a thing. It's totally not a thing. Right, what's going on? Yes, we're possibly going to invite Fiona over. Are we going to invite Fiona over? She only wants to invite Fiona over. She's finished work by 2:30, Magpie. I'm so bloody jealous of you. Oh, do we want to invite Fiona over? I mean, I'm not gonna snog her. Oh, that one's disappeared anyway, or did I cancel it? I don't know, it's been a long day, I don't know anything anymore. Okay, let's invite Fiona over. Since we want to invite her over. Why the hell is she suddenly getting this massive desire just to snog people? Is it just because, it's been like 2 weeks and I haven't pursued a relationship yet and the game's like, oh my god, you have to get her someone. Make things a bit more exciting. Okay, we've invited her over. We want to buy something worth at least 100 simoleons. Well, time to deck out our house a little bit more. Oh, look, we made the snow magically disappear. Isn't that exciting? Right. Okay. I want to get all, like, the major furniture that I've got in. One of those is a mantelpiece, and that's going to be quite pricey, though. So we'll maybe focus on the smaller stuff first. So I've got a wee little sofa in here. Just a wee one. That's about right, actually. Well, not really. That's a bit posh. I mean, it's just like a cheap one. It's just a cheap little sofa, which was from a second-hand shop. The same place as I get all my furniture from. God, I make myself sound like such a bloody cheapskate, don't I? I'm always like, oh yeah, I got it from the second-hand place. And this was on offer, and that was on offer. Yeah, okay, I'm a bit of a cheapskate, but you just shut up. Okay, we're just gonna go for like the cheapy one, because that's kind of what it looks like, sort of, maybe a little bit. And then we just need to make it a bit cream, a bit of a creamier kind of cream, that sort of cream, maybe a bit yellower, maybe a bit. That is not changing the colour at all, is it? There we go. Yeah, make it just a little bit sort of that colour. Yeah, that's kind of it, and make you a bit lighter, That's not good, is it? Move that more towards the white. There we go. That's kind of what I'm going for. Yes, that slightly worn look that you get from a second-hand sofa. Shh, it's fine. And then my rug. Can we get a rug? Because I've got a rug. It's very exciting. It's a posh rug. That was from an auction, but it's a really posh rug. Like, it would have cost a lot of money when it was new, but it was from the auction and it ended up being quite cheap. But I mean, it was very, very, very good quality. It's not like it was. It's not quite that big. It's a little bit bigger than that. That kind of. Is that the same size as that? Yeah. Huh. It's definitely not that big. I feel like this room is wider in The Sims than it is in real life. Huh. I think my living room's actually narrower than that. Either that or it's just because it's got more mess in it. There is quite a lot of mess, but shush, it's fine. Oh, I need one that's bigger than that, but smaller than that. Oh, I like I like those ones. Those came in with the supernatural. That's meant to be like a vampire-y type kind of vibe. You can build some great gothic castles and things with the stuff that came in the supernatural expansion. Are we gonna go with that, or? It's definitely bigger than that. But then that one will be cheaper, won't it? Which is always the thing. Okay, we'll go with that. And it is kind of... what sort of pattern should we go for? It's got a bit of a pattern on it. I know what I'm gonna do when this loads for a minute, so I can there we go. Cancel that. Cancel. Processing. Yes. Come on, game. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Come on, game. There we go. And get rid of it, because put that one in instead. And then we don't have the annoying border around. See, I know what I'm doing. That. Okay, it's a little bit like that. It's got that annoying crease up the middle. It's not quite like that, but it's a little bit like that. It's definitely not like that. Are we going to have that annoying line up the middle no matter what we do? Possibly. Yeah, looks like we are. Oh, wait, that one doesn't, but that isn't even slightly what my carpet looks like. But that one, yeah. All the good ones have the annoying line up the middle. That's irritating. About that. Those are very 1960s, aren't they? Ah, it's a bit like that. It's a bit like that. Like a little bit, if we change the colours. So make that sort of greyish, and then make that kind of like orangey cream. And then make you a bit lighter, a bit lighter, a bit lighter. A few more towards the yellow. There! That's sort of what it looks like. Kind of. Maybe make that like a wee bit darker. Just a wee bit darker. Just a weeny teeny tiny bit darker. Okay, that's kind of what it looks like. Sort of. A little bit. And then I've got a little coffee table. But it's like a foldable coffee table that I move around. So sometimes it's in here. Sometimes it's in here. And sometimes it's in here. But, you know, shush. That kind of thing. Yeah, that kind of thing. And I have it over to one side. Because, I don't know. I just do. I just do, alright? I have it over to one side. We'll move it a bit closer. Sort of there-ish. And bookcases! I always forget about the friggin' bookcases, because I've got bookcases. Now I have a bookcase like here. But that's because in real life, this desk is like half the size. So I can't actually fit a bookcase there. But I have another one here, so it can represent both of the bookcases. And it is nowhere near that big. Oh my god, it's so much smaller than that. That kind of thing. Sort of. Yeah, they're all far too tall. My bookcase is just like a short wee thing. It's just little and short. It's just little and short. It's much shorter than that. But I think that's the closest, really. Because that one's just way too big. Way too big. What's that one? That's the cute little kids one, isn't it? I like that one. It's one of my favourite ones, that is. But it's not what my bookcase looks like. I've also got bookcases in the bedroom, but we're going to forget about that. In Sims World, you don't need that many bookcases. For that kind of colour, yeah, that's, I think, the closest we're going to get. And then something else just flashed into my mind and then flashed out again. Chairs! Yes, I've got a couple of chairs. No, I've only got one chair, but I keep moving it around, and then I think I've got two, but I haven't. 200 simoleons left. That's about it, to be honest. I don't really have any more furniture than that. I mean, I do have, yeah, I've got a bookcase here that we'll not bother putting in. That chair sometimes sits here with my teddies on it. It's my teddy chair, because I still have all my teddies. Shut up! I don't have all my teddies. If I had all my teddies, I'd need a separate flat. But to put them all in, I did get rid of a lot of my teddies when I became a teenager. You know when you do that teenage thing where you sort of decide you're an adult now and you don't need any of your toys, so you throw them all away, and then when you're actually an adult, you kind of think, oh, I throw all my toys away. Why did I do that? That was a terrible thing to do. My Barbies, man. I threw my Barbies away. When I was like 14, I just threw them away, and it was just like, why? Why would you do that? Threw them all away. I've only got like 2 left. I've got one. She sits on my windowsill. She's like my last remaining Barbie. And I had loads as well, because I had a crazy granny who used to just buy me Barbies manically every Christmas and birthday. I would get about 10,000 Barbies off her. And I had a great Barbie collection. It was brilliant. And I had Barbie horses, and I had cars, and I had a fairy castle. Oh, I had so many Barbie things. And we used to play I'm a Barbie, Get Me Out of Here. Me and my cousin. Based obviously on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. We used to play I'm a Barbie, Get Me Out of Here, and it was like we would make them go through all of these weird trials and stuff. And I remember making them parachute off the top of the stairs. That was the thing. I used to make parachutes for them. And I would send them parachuting off the top of the stairs. Or bungee jumping on lengths of wool. That was a thing. I would tie them to wool and send them bungee jumping. I would create like zip wires for them. I would build zip wires for my Barbies, so they would go on all these exciting adventures. And then I got rid of all my Barbies, and now I don't have them anymore, so that's sad. Right, invite Fiona inside. Because it's cold out there. And we all look sexy in our journalist stuff. Did you just telepathically invite her in? Is that what you've just done there? Because You didn't actually go out and talk to her or anything. No, you've just telepathically invited her in. That's brilliant. You want to have a great group outing. Well, maybe we'll go out to a restaurant or something, since you also want to do that. Wow, you've got fancy earrings on. Why are you wearing fancy earrings? Those aren't your cat earrings. Did work give you fancy earrings to wear when you're working? Or those your fancy work earrings? That's amazing. Okay, yeah, applaud vegetarianism. Is she a vegetarian? Well, that's exciting. I can announce my promotion, which, you know, it seems a bit like when you're doing that to your work colleagues, you're kind of just like rubbing their faces in it. Maybe we won't do that. We can study together again. What are we studying? What are we studying? What is going on? That came in with, like, university, didn't it? But that makes sense when you're a university student, which I don't think either of us are. So, I don't know. Enthused about journalism, yay! Enthused about work, or just discuss work. Depends how you're feeling about work, really. Enthused about the supernatural. I'm trying to figure out if I can interview her, just because I've found out that interviewing people is a really good way to quickly learn about their traits. Just applaud her vegetarianism. Apparently she's a vegetarian. Oh, we do know that! Oh, how do I know her traits? I don't know, but she's a vegetarian, bookworm, genius, and handy. And then a mystery one that we don't know yet. Okay, ask her star sign. And you see, Fiona doesn't have the fancy earrings. Why do I have weirdly fancy earrings? What happened to my cat earrings? It's very strange. She's a Sagittarius. Ooh, my brother's a Sagittarius. That's just putting that out there. Not making any comment about that. It's just, you know, my brother's a Sagittarius. Fiona. Oh, I've never really looked at Fiona, you know. Fiona's just one of those non-sims. I've never sort of had any cause to notice her existence before, but now apparently I want to snog her. I want to have a pillow fight with her. Because that's a thing Sims always want to do. That's very exciting. I can't actually tell us apart. Like, look at us, we look like twins in our matching outfits. I'm the one with the fancy earrings. Yes, I remember that now. Okay, I don't know. I can worry about money. Why do I want to worry about money? I've got 200 simoleons. Come on, we're fine. We've got a steady job. Everything's fine. Ah, we can interview her. She's become my best friend. Oh. What's like going with my best friend? You can have like loads of best friends in The Sims though. I can give her a friendly hug. That's nice. Shall we interview her, see if we can find that elusive last trait? Because it might be like evil or something, and then, you know, then we don't want to be buddies with her. You know, I mean, she looks like a good egg now. But secretly there could be anything lurking underneath that question mark. Ah, charismatic is the other one. Yes, she's just quite a good person all round, really, isn't she? Charismatic, bookworm, vegetarian, genius, handy. I mean, boring, don't get me wrong, very dull. But then so am I, apparently. So, you know, she wants to reach level 5 journalism. What's she at the minute, level 4? I mean, we're already a professional blogger. Who knows what dizzying heights we'll reach at level 5? I've no idea. I'm pretty sure that level 10 is Star News Anchor, which would be exciting. We could read the news. That would be exciting. My rating's gone down to an unimpressed face again. Oh, what writing skill do I need now? Level 6, man. Level 6 is difficult for someone as easily distracted as me. Okay, she wants to go to a restaurant and have a great group outing. So I'm going to combine those two. And we're going to... No, don't eat outside. Oh my god, yeah, the snow is too deep. Oh, I didn't know that was actually a thing. I didn't know that was actually a thing that the game would incorporate. That no, you're not going to eat outside because it's snowing, you bloody lunatic. Eat here. I could review it, or I could just eat here with Fiona. That's fine. We're going to go out and have a nice meal together, which is not at all romantic because I don't want to snog her. I wonder why she's just started wanting to snog everyone. That seems really weird. I'm now very, very hesitant about becoming friends with Claire. Because, oh my god, we don't want to get romantically entangled with the criminal syndicate of Sunset Valley, do we? No, that would be terrible. When your food arrives, it isn't what you ordered. Do you kindly send it back or keep it and eat it up? You eat it up because then you get a really positive moodlet. Yes! Magpie has experienced a meal so exquisite, so defined that it defies description. Although Magpie isn't sure what it is, she's sure that it's one of the best meals she's ever had. There we go. And that always happens when that event pops up. It's not like a random thing where it can go one way or the other. It's like, you know, always eat it up. Always eat it up. Weirdly, I think that The Sims 3 is probably one of the few games I know pretty much inside out and upside down, actually. The Sims 3 and Dragon Age Origins, I would say, are the two that I know inside out and upside down. That's about it, really. I mean, I know the Mass Effect trilogy quite well, but I don't know, I always keep finding out new things about it. I only just found out, because it popped up on Reddit, that Presley from Mass Effect 1 is voiced by Barclay from Star Trek. I had no idea. Like, how did I not know that? There are always little things that pop up on Reddit, and I'm like, I didn't know that! So yeah, I don't think I know it half as well as I think I do. Is Fiona still around? Oh my god, you look really cold. That's Tori. Tori's the one who doesn't have a sense of humour. Magpie's going to make a snowman, because of course she is. Someone's fallen asleep in the snow! Oh my god. Oh, that's Aisha. I quite like Aisha, sort of. She's one of the criminals as well, isn't she? She's fallen asleep in the snow! Guys, should we do something about this? She's probably gonna, like, freeze to death. Guys! Guys, she's fallen asleep. She's fallen asleep in the... Guys! Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna make a snowman. Oh, Connor's here! Oh, hello, Connor. And, yeah, there's my positive attraction moodlet. I didn't think that was going to appear for a minute there. I was like, what? Do we no longer fancy each other? What's going on? Is Fiona going to appear at any point? Where's Fiona? Fiona! Where have you gone? Are you still here? I mean, I've still got the circle thing over my head suggesting that she's still here. Because we're in a group. There she is! Don't mind me, Fiona. I'm just making a snowman. Yeah, come and help me make a snowman. If this doesn't get us a good group outing, I don't know what will. Well, interestingly, the eat at a restaurant moodlet has achieved, what's the word I'm looking for? Wish hasn't been fulfilled. So that's weird. I mean, we literally ate at a restaurant. Now she wants to go skinny dipping in a pool. It's not really the weather, Magpie, love. It's not really the season for skinny dipping in a pool, just saying. Oh my god, Tori, what are you doing? Are you like, yes, rallying people and all of that stuff? Yeah, okay. And Fiona doesn't want to help me make a snowman. Well, this is just going wrong all round, really, isn't it? It's just going wrong. I've learned how to make a classic snowman. I don't know where I got the top hat, carrot and broom from. Or the scarf, all the pieces of coal, all the twigs. But you know, I'm glad I managed to magic them up out of somewhere. So that's fine. Oh, I don't know, this all got a bit wrong, hasn't it? Sorry, my wish hasn't disappeared. I definitely ate at a restaurant. Is it because I did it with Fiona that it doesn't count or something? Maybe I'll eat at a restaurant again tomorrow and then I can review it and write a story about it. I can also write a story about Fiona now. I'm going to write lots of articles. I'm going to be such a good journalist, guys. I'm going to be such an amazing journalist. I haven't even spoken to Claire yet. What time is it? How long have I been going? I don't know. I don't know anything. That was just things falling over in the background. Don't mind that. Okay, I'm going to go... Oh, that was my phone falling on the floor. Don't mind that either. I'm going to go for another 15 minutes. Because I have to be a bit careful about time management. Since, you know, I kind of have to be in bed early. Okay, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to... Can you leave the group? Disband group. And then we'll find out. Yay! It was a good group outing. Excellent. What else? Okay, we're not going to go skinny dipping in a bloody pool, Magpie. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll reach level 5 of journalism career. We're probably not going to pillow fight with her. Just go home, Magpie, alright? It's getting late and all of that. There's weird people around. Ooh, that's Tristan! That's Tristan, who's the sorcerer I created. Hello, Tristan. You were based on someone and I can't actually remember who it was now. Even seeing you, I can't remember who it was. But yeah, he's like the sorcerer guy who I created. who is the father of Edwina, who, I mean, at the minute she's a kid. I created her as a kid, but Edwina was the first supernatural I created in the supernatural expansion, and I decided to create a witch, but put her in Sunset Valley rather than in the supernatural neighborhood, which is the name I cannot remember. But turn off all of the supernatural, so none of the other Sims would become supernatural. So she was the only supernatural, and she was a witch, but she was like living in secret and all of this. And I didn't really have much of a plan for her. She was just going to be the witch who lived in secret, and we were going to see what happened. And throughout the course of the playthrough, there were so many calamities. Like, she accidentally set the local park on fire. That was not deliberate. That was just one of her spells backfired, and she accidentally set the local park on fire. She cast a love charm on the wrong person due to me misclicking, and the way the love charms work is you cast the love charm on a person, and then whoever is the first person they talk to after having the charm cast on them, they fall in love with. And it was Connor and I can't quite remember, was it Leighton or was it might have been Leighton. I don't think it was Connor, actually. It was Jared, Connor's brother, and Leighton. It was definitely two men, I remember. And she just sort of accidentally made them fall in love with each other. And then they ended up like... It can't have been Leighton, because it was someone who was married. Because, I mean, it literally split the family up. And then he ended up running off with Jared, whoever it was. I can't remember. It's one of the ones who's married. Oh god, I can't remember who it was at all, but yeah, so she just sort of accidentally caused chaos by making those two fall in love with each other. There was just like so many just calamities that just happened accidentally throughout the course of the playthrough. So I decided to recreate her as like this calamitous sim, and I made her clumsy and absent-minded and all of this, and like perfectly good-natured, like, you know, very well-meaning. But we'll just make her practice her writing, I think, for a short moment. Oh, actually, she'll be able to write the article about Fiona. We'll write a positive story about Fiona. I only write positive stories. I'm a positive person. Maybe I'll write a negative story about someone one day. But yeah, so Edwina became like one of my favourite Sims ever, just because that playthrough was just ridiculous, all of the crazy stuff that happened. Just accidentally, completely accidentally, so I made her like that. I recreated her. And then I've recreated her here, but as a child. And Tristan is her father. So yes, she's walking around as a child somewhere, unless she's grown into a teenager, which she might have done. She was my absolute favourite sim ever. I always have fun with single Sims on their own. Just like weird shit happens. I mean, I do like creating sort of a young couple and then making them have like about 12,000 children. Because I love the way that it gets more and more stressful as it goes on, and there's like, it becomes like The Sims goes from being like a really chill, relaxing game to like an incredibly stressful sort of time management sort of game, like one of those ones, you know, those ones where you're like running a cafe or something and you have to fulfill all the orders and stuff like that. When you look through that window, does the snow disappear? What is going on there? It's like the frosted effect makes it look like some of the snow's melted, doesn't it? And it's just green pulling through. I don't think it is, it's just completely just the frosted effect. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, but, yeah, you know those games, like, Cook Serve Delicious is one of my favourite ones. That's like, you know, where you're running a restaurant type thing and you have to keep up with all the orders and stuff, but you have to be juggling all of these things and it gets really, really stressful. It's amazing how quickly The Sims can become like that when you're playing a family with like 12 children. You can't have 12 children, you can only have, is it 8 Sims in a household? But yes, as much as I like playthroughs like that, I think the most fun I've always had is just with single Sims on their own. Just like weird, mad stuff happens. Of course, going down that route can also be incredibly boring, especially when you're playing on Epic. Like I am. Because, you know, you end up just living normal, boring life like we're doing right now. I mean, I think the most exciting thing she's done is interview a vampire, which I have to admit is pretty exciting. I mean, you know, that's quite exciting. Fiona McIrish is grateful to Magpie for the report. Too bad no one else found it interesting. Nobody likes my articles, guys. Nobody likes my articles. I'm a terrible journalist. Oh, that's probably why I'm going to quit as soon as I get to level 5. I'm just going to be like, oh, screw this. Because I can guarantee you, because of her lifetime wish, which is reach level 5 of 4 different careers, the moment we get to level 5, she's just going to want to quit her job. That's just going to be a thing. But that's fine. It'll help to keep the playthrough fresh. I don't know what we're going to do afterwards. I do have an idea. I mean, I might just end up going with whatever Magpie wants, but if she doesn't, like, have another career in mind, specifically herself, I do have an idea. There's one of my absolute favourite career paths that we could explore. But, you know, I won't ruin that. Spoilers! I won't say anything. Okay, if we just send her to bed, which is, like, where I should be going in the real world, so this is going to end up being a really uneventful part, isn't it? It's really, really, really dull and uneventful. What did we even do? We went to work. We invited Fiona out for dinner because, you know, we possibly have a crush on her, but we don't. Like, we don't fancy her, but we briefly wanted to snog her. This is very strange. The fact that she's always wanting to snog people who she doesn't actually find attractive. Like, that's just weird, that is. That's really weird. I don't know what's going on with Magpie. I don't know what's happening to her, but, you know, she's just getting irrational urges to snog people. That's fine. Another day dawns. What does she want? She wants to build a snowman. You've already built a snowman. You want to build another snowman. Of course you do. Building snowman is cool. You need to take a shower, and then you're not going to have time for breakfast again, are you? And then you're going to go to work. And then you're going to come home. And then we're probably just going to keep repeating that constantly. Life is really boring when you don't have a kitten, isn't it?